The Easter story begins with a moment of startling wonder, the empty tomb, and then it continues with Jesus' appearances. Yet those early encounters with the risen Christ were not always easy to recognize. Why? Because Jesus had been transformed into his heavenly state, and yet deep down he was still the same: body, soul, spirit, and divinity. There was a mixture of joy and apprehension. Is it really him? How can this be? Why did God choose to reveal the resurrection in this way, through mystery, awe, and gradual recognition? Because in the resurrection, the earthly dimension and the heavenly dimension have been interwoven, becoming one. As the book of Revelation proclaims, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth." This is the good news for all of us. The Easter message of hope. Heaven and earth have begun to unite in Christ's victory, and it points to our future too. At our own resurrection, we will receive a glorified body, the same you, body and soul, but wonderfully transformed. A new and eternal self will take shape, transfigured into a heavenly state, immortal and eternal. Can you imagine your true self fully alive in God? What would it be like to experience your body and soul completely free, completely filled with light? Those who have died and journeyed faithfully with Christ on earth now await this glorious resurrection of the body. The judgment of God is clear. Those who die in His grace, those at peace with God and others, will be saved. This waiting period is called heaven, or paradise, as Jesus promised to the good thief on the cross. Today, you will be with me in paradise. But what is this waiting like? It is not measured by earthly time. It is beyond our calendars and clocks. It can be immediate, or it can unfold in a way we cannot fully grasp. One thing we know for sure. In Christ, the two dimensions, heaven and earth, have already begun to unite. How often do we think of heaven as distant, when in fact it has already begun to break into our world through Christ's resurrection? Where do you see glimpses of heaven in your life even now? This is why we celebrate Easter not just for one day, but for 50 days. We feast. We sing, Alleluia. We rejoice, because the resurrection of Jesus is not just His victory. It is our future. It is our hope. It is our joy. And so today, on this Easter Monday, we are invited to live as Easter people, hopeful, joyful, expectant, alive in Christ. How can you live this week more consciously as a person of resurrection joy? Where is the risen Christ inviting you to trust, to hope, and to rejoice? Alleluia, alleluia.